What's up YouTube? Joe here again, and today I'm going to show you a company that was one of my first love knives. This ain't that particular knife. Back in the day when I first started collecting, I really loved the SOG Tomcat, I believe it was, until a unfortunate accident happened where that got taken from me. But I won't get into that now. Try to keep it on a positive note. But I started looking over my knife reviews and I realized I don't have any SOG reviews, and I do have a few SOGs, so I busted this one out. Nothing new, so I figured I'd show it to you, give you a quick look around. And here's the box: SOG Specialty Knives and Tools, SOGknives.com, great company. And we'll leave the mystery. It is a SOG SlimJim XL. Now I got this, I can't even tell you when I got this, it's been a while. And it was an unintentional safe queen. What do I mean by that? Well, we know we save safe queens that, you know, the super high-end knives, you know, put it away just for collective reasons, not to be used. This was not for that, not intended for that reason. I have a bad habit of buying a lot of knives, then I open them up, look at them, and next thing you know, they've been sitting in my safe for God knows how long. So right now I'm opening this up almost like for the first time again, because it's been so long since I've seen it. So we're almost getting. So I didn't intend to be a safe queen, and it's not going to be a safe queen, but right now it is because it hasn't been used. So I can't tell you the sharpness or anything, but we can at least get around, take a look at it, and then I won't feel so bad that my reviews or my overviews don't have any SOG in there, because now I'll have a SOG. So just putting this away, I'll tell you a little bit about it. In a nutshell, I know I started that story, said I wasn't going to talk about it, but in a nutshell, my SOG Tomcat, I had my car towed once, a long time ago, and my Tomcat was in the car, and those undesirable towing people stole my knife. I mean, they said they did it, but I know my knife was in the car, and when I went to go pick up my car was like, if inside was like turned upside down. So I know that they took it. They know that they took it, and I didn't make a big. I mean, I should have made a big deal about it, but I didn't. So I let it go. So anyway, that's the story in a nutshell, without getting too far into it. So here we have it. This is the SOG SlimJim XL, Slim Jim like the food. Let's open it up. I'm gonna have to fade back because it's a pretty long knife. Let's see. Do I have my cloth today? I know I did before. Well, oh, there it is. Again, this has never been used, but yet it's full of fingerprints. So let's clean it up for you. So let's take a look. So far, if you hear any dog barking in the background, that's my dog. He's outside. And the whole length of the knife is 9.36 inches. And the blade, which is a nice long 4.18 inches, it's made of Aus 8, has a hardness of 56 to 58. It's a clip point blade with a blade grind. It's a flat blade grind. The finish is a nice satin finish. Handle length is 5.22 inches. So let's take it around it some more. Oh, the main thing that's nice about it, the weight. 2.7 ounces. 2.7. If it wasn't for the length, and you had it, this was a small one, which they do make the small since this is the XL. So there's that nice SOG symbol. Now, one could say, now I haven't seen many reviews on this, and if I have, it's been a long time. Like I said, this knife's been out for a while. One could say that with use, because it is so thin, that it could possibly bend. I don't know if that's been the case. I don't know if anybody's had complaints about stuff like that. I like it. I think this is a nice knife, once it ever does get used, to you know, you stick in your bag and forget about it. You know, you go backpacking and you need something small. Now it is assisted opening. How they squeeze all in that Very thin frame. Hopefully it's focusing. Now, it's more like a back lock, but I thought I read somewhere that this is basically a back lock here. You get some sites listed as a liner lock, so I don't know why they're listed as that, but it is a back lock. Very deep carry pocket clip. Kind of hard to see centering because it's so thin. Let me look off camera. I would say the centering is off. Going by this view, well, from your advantage, it is just slightly to the right. Opens pretty cleanly. I'm not going to say it's the greatest assisted opening in the world, but it opens pretty nice. Let's do, I know I mentioned sizes, but you know I like to bust out some stuff to compare things that you know. So I happen to have, I'm not super rich with a 20 today, but I got a 10. I got one of my subscribers says they don't like me putting against the money. Money's dirty, but hey, you know, what are you going to do? So let's zoom in on that. I feel that money is something that we all know and all can compare against. So there it is against the $10 bill. Let me get it all in there. All right, let's take that out of the way. Now something I reviewed a while back, Kershaw piston. I'll put the other video of that up in the corner if you want to see compared to that. There you go. Kershaw piston. I'm using this a lot lately, the piston. Excellent knife. If you don't have one, something's wrong with you. Go get one. I mean, if you got a choice between this and the Knockout, get the Knockout. But if you got a few extra bucks, get the piston too. Great knife. So let's get the piston out of the way because piston's had its own video. So take you around a little bit more. Some markings. Here the clickety clack. That's my dogs coming in. Very, even though I said I never used it, you can tell. Very sharp. Now, SOG is another one like Spyderco. It's very rare they disappoint when it comes to sharpness. So, there's two purposes for this video, besides just showing you the SOG and telling you my little story that what happened to the Tomcat. It's also for a shout out. Let me put that down and we'll finish off. And Boomer, stop eating whatever you're doing. Alright, let's see if I can find it on my... We're going to bust out the tablet today. Now, we all get knife reviews from a male perspective, but lots of times it's nice to get it from a female perspective. And this focuses. I'm giving a shout out to Knife Girl Alley 5, a young lady who you could tell has a passion for knives just like us guys do. Now I've done a video with girls and women who like knives, and I'll throw that video in the upper corner if you want to check it out. A couple other women that are into knives, but they're pretty popular, so you've probably heard of them already. Going by, I've seen several of her videos. I haven't seen them all. I've been watching some. She does short videos, but she's concise. Let me see, there it is. I'll have the link right now. You'll see it, so you don't have to worry about, oh, where is it? But I just wanted to show you the page. She's concise. Like, she could pack in a 5-minute video what some of us guys might put in a 10 and 12-minute video, and you could tell the passion is there. I think she mentioned in one of her videos, or recent videos, she's going to be a college student. And lots of times she'll show knives that she's looking for, knives that she likes, knives that she reviews. I find her videos to be very interesting, and that's why I'm bringing her to your attention, because I know you'll like it too. And like I said, a lot of it's nice to get. Wish I could get my damn camera to focus. It's nice to get a female perspective on a hobby that seems to be more guy oriented. So let me get that out of the way. So again, it's Knife Girl. Let me make sure I get it right. Knife Girl Alley 5. Not too long ago, I mentioned somebody in the shout out, and I said the wrong name, and that was a little embarrassing. But again, final thing about the SlimJim XL. Now, do you buy this knife? This was like $50 back in the day, maybe a little bit more. Now it's probably like $45, $48 you can pick it up. I say yeah. I mean, it's hard. You might say, Joe, how can you recommend a knife? You haven't even used it. But I know, I've had SOGs. I know the SOG quality. And I have a feeling this knife won't let you down. You know, again, like I said, an unintentional save queen. But it is a nice knife. You know, it feels pretty sturdy even though it is pretty thin. The centering might be a little bit off, but as you can see, it's not affecting opening and closing. There it is in the hand. This is a nice knife. I'm not going to say this is going to be your knife you're going to go to all the time, but you want to, like I said before, you're backpacking, you're hiking, you already got maybe your big ass, excuse the French, machete or whatever the heck you got back there, and you want something light that cuts, you know, it's got a decent sized blade. This is your blade. You know, are you going to use this for like hunting and all that stuff? No. You know, you're going to use this really for everyday carry? No. But if you're a person that is an outdoorsman and you've already got your several heavy knives and your bushcraft knives and all that stuff with you, and you want something light just in case you want to cut something else, this I think this will do you right. There's a SOG emblem. It's pretty nice. Now, am I going to use this right now? No, it's probably going to go right back in the box, even though I'm preaching its praises. But again, I've had SOGs, I own SOGs, I've lost SOGs, and SOG is a good brand. Pretty cool looking the way they cut that out, that cutout there. Pretty cool. So there you have it. Let me fade back a little bit so to get the whole knife for the final shot. The SOG SlimJim XL. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care. And again, don't forget that shout out. And also I want to say to end this video, sometimes I don't say it enough, thank you to everyone who watches my videos. I love making videos for you guys. I love hearing comments from you guys.